What is one word to describe Mr. O?
Pass. I could do describe him with one word.
Mr. O has always been just so encouraging and uplifting.
From the time I started kindergarten at Elgin, I was in his classroom singing and dancing and on stage.
Definitely going through elementary, he gave me a lot of confidence.
Mr. O has taught me to be more humble and realize that everything in life, there's always something good that comes out of it. You see him every day and he's just very kind, he's loving, he's always the first person to ask you how your day is or anything. So he's taught me just to give off a more loving and gentle nature about myself.
He's just really influenced me in just being really positive, believe in what you can do, and just try to make the best of everything.
I can honestly say that in my 23 years here at Elgin, that not a week has gone by that I haven't learned something from Mr. O. The two qualities that I most admire about him are his Christian attitude and his ability to stay calm in the midst of the showbiz chaos in which we deal on a daily basis. He's cool, calm, and collected no matter what. One time early in my career, I was in a panic because I couldn't get the sound system to work. And he walked in and said, "What's wrong?" And I told him I didn't have any power. He calmly picked up the power strip, which I had plugged into itself, and said, "This could be the problem." Plugged it into the wall, walked away. Cool, calm, and collected.
Every day he would come into lunch and he'd say, "What's good and good looking?" And we'd always yell back, "Pizza!"
Ladies and gentlemen, would you give a big Elgin welcome to the showstopper?
He's always got a smile on his face, he's always dedicated to his profession and to the kids, and he always wants the best for everyone.
When I was in Mr. O's class, I wasn't the most gifted singer, but I liked having speaking parts, and I think that my time in Mr. O's class made an impact on what I do today.
You were my music teacher, and you were my children's music teacher, and my grandchildren's music teacher, so we love you very much.
He taught us to be ourselves when we did the musicals and stuff, so I think that's how we made our lives.
He changed my life, kind of like what Emma said, but like embracing who I was and not trying to change so other people would like you, just trying to be yourself.
He taught me how to be a person to accept myself and not change who I am for the others.
Exactly what Emma said. Yeah, just be yourself.
Mr. O allowed me to spread my wings and express myself through music. It is he who taught me it was okay to dance to the beat of my own drum and to belt at the top of my lungs. I believe you become drawn to something when you have inspiring teachers. Mr. O possesses a passion, compassion, and positivity that I have never seen before. Every time we would walk in his classroom, he would have a smile from ear to ear, and he made us feel excited about learning.
I think he really inspires everybody to do their thing in life, do what they want to do. And whether that be, I think he always used to use the example, or maybe I'm just making this up, but he used to say, if you want to be the astronaut, be the astronaut. There's nobody to tell you you can't do that except yourself.
Just by the person that he is in general, he's so kind and sweet and caring and loving, and it's inspiring for me to be that way as well.
I was in a skit, and 4th grade, 8 years ago, this was something he gave me right after the Rise and Shine and after the skit. And it's this dollar bill, the same dollar bill. And attached to the dollar bills on the back was this note, and it says, $1 to remind you how valuable you are to everyone. I kept this up to this date because of how much this little tiny thing that it's a dollar bill with a note attached to it has impacted my life and reminded me that people love me and that people care about me. And at a time where it was just like really weird, and I kind of felt like an outcast, and he gave this to me, and he gave it to me when I needed it. And I just want you to know, Mr. O, that I've kept your dollar bill you gave me.
Mr. O made me come out of my shell. I was so shy, and he started making me have speaking parts and solos, and that's really what made me come out of my shell.
I think as an educator, Mr. O has shown me what it takes to be committed to your job from the start of your career to the end of your career and not lose that luster that you have for teaching.
Yeah, without question. There's got to be days that he's had bad days and not wanting to go to work, but we've never seen him. I mean, just every time you see him, he's got a smile, and like I said, he always brings the same enthusiasm. It seems like day in and day out. So, that's always inspiring to see someone do that. You obviously want to personify that to everyone. That sort of a positive light about yourself. So, yeah, he's always displayed that.
Not only that, he dresses professionally, he drives a bus, he rides for the brand.
Hi, Mr. O. We thought we'd just tell you thank you so much for making that year of all-day kindergarten, the very first one of all kindergarten with all of us, so much fun.
Mr. O, we just want to say thank you for all the things that you've done, for all the students that you've enriched their lives, for parents that you brought joy for every time they watch their students on stage. Thank you for your devotion, your love, and sharing your joy of music with everyone.
Mr. Go, it was such a joy to get to teach with you those last 2 years when we were partners in crime, and just thank you so much for always caring about the kids at the school and asking about my kiddos and just how impactful you are in all of our lives.
Mr. O, thanks so much for taking care of all of us as teachers and for making every student feel like they were your favorite.
I still think of Mr. O as one of the most inspirational and admirable people I've ever met in my entire life. He has touched my life in a way that I know many people don't have the opportunity of being able to influence others. And I know many of you will probably feel the exact same way that I do.
He taught me to love the things I do even if I'm not the best at them. Yeah.
I'm proud of you for all that you've done over the years. You've impacted so many people's lives, and you're really special to me and to my niece too. She loves you. We all love you.
I'm pretty sure that Mr. O was the first FFA member from the state of Oklahoma who was chosen for the National FFA Chorus, and that influenced my own child. I know it's influenced several kids from Elgin, and many kids from Oklahoma learned what that opportunity was. And one of those persons is actually performing Broadway shows right now. So that's a pretty big deal, I think.
He taught me there's never a wrong time to be amazing. I'm really gonna miss him because like I barely even got to know him, but it feels like it's been like a very long time that I knew him, and I'm really gonna miss him.
Every time I see him, it's just he's so happy, and like it makes me feel better. He's taught me to care about others' feelings and just be considerate of them.
Back in the 1990s, I had the privilege of teaching next door to Mr. O for a year while there was some building going on. So my classroom was next door to Mr. O. And in that year, I'm pretty sure every single day, every hour, he played the limbo. So for about the last 16 years, the limbo has been stuck in my head. Thank you, Mr. O. But on a serious note, when I came back to Elgin in 2012, one of the reasons I was so happy about that was because I knew that my kid, who was in the 2nd grade, would get to be in Mr. O's class. And that was a big deal to me because I know the impact he has on kids, and I know how all kids think that he's a rock star.
Funny.
Inspirational.
Spunky.
Dedicated.
Incredible. Dapper.
Energetic.
Considerate. Outgoing.
Loving.
Inspirational.
Thoughtful.
Kind.
Enthusiastic.
Thank you. Just like I said, just for the dedication. That's the word that keeps coming to mind for me, is just dedication. you're talking about 40 plus years in one spot of doing the same thing, and he always made it fresh. He always made it enjoyable. And so to me, it's just thank you. Thank you for your dedication and your love, not for your job and for the arts and what you do, but for the kids. For me as a child and now my children, just thank you. Thank you for all that you've done and showing them and love and effort and everything that you've done. Thank you.
We love you, Mr. O.
Thank you. I had a lot of fun in your class.
Thank you for being so nice to me because, you know, I was new in 2nd grade and you just made me feel really welcome and comfortable. So thank you.
I would say thank you for being an example. Thank you for being an example to new teachers, veteran teachers, children, everybody that sees you working. You're an example to what to be every day in the classroom and outside of the classroom.
I want to say thank you for encouraging me and inspiring me. You've made a long-lasting impression on me, and I remember you as a teacher for the rest of my life and as someone who has influenced me for the rest of my life.